saw Zeka and I saw Dilo in the thumbnail. Where's Zero? Where's Zero? What?
Man, that's kinda sad, but
Welcome YouTube, my name is Michael, aka MichaelWho, and we're back with another reaction today. First of all, I just want to explain that this video should have been the fourth part of me reacting to the SBX Kickback Battle Wildcards, and I did record that video reacting to people like Alicia, Remix, Grey Cloud, Nealizer, a few others as well. But unfortunately, when I went to edit that video, the camera footage was corrupted. I did try my best to get it back, but unfortunately, there was nothing I could do about it. So I have seen some of those wildcards, and again, sorry again. But today we're back with the top 8 wildcard winners announcement from Swissbeatbox. Now, I've tried to avoid looking at anything to do with this, but it did kind of blow up all across my YouTube, social media, Instagram, everywhere. People talking about it. So I do know one thing about it, one omission, shall we say, from this announcement video, and I do see here that it already has 4,500 dislikes to 8,000 likes, so I'm a bit nervous to go into this, but I'm readying myself, I'm preparing myself. Yeah, I'm going to try and approach this with an open mind, hopefully, and not get too annoyed about it. We'll see who the top 8 are, see whether we agree or disagree. I'm not going to try and bash on any of the beatboxers that actually made it into this, because I'm happy for everyone who made it, but you know, I'm going to try and keep it real as I do on this channel. I'm going to try and give my thoughts, and we'll see what we think. So without much further ado, I think this is going to be a controversial one by the looks of it, so yeah, here we go. Right, I think we're about ready to go. Whew, preparing myself. Right, here we go. The winners in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm going to try not to pause these too much just to make this video not super long.
2021.
Oh, Delip first up. I'm assuming these are in order as well, from 8 to 1, I imagine. I have reacted to this if you haven't seen my reaction, but did expect this to get in. This is super sick. Oh. That tech is still mental. What is that bass? I didn't even really hear that bass the first time. I mean, I can see why this got in. I'd be really surprised if this hadn't have made it somewhere in the top 8. That bit is so great, that like... Here we go. The second half... This second half is different. I'll just turn those annotations. The way he's able to do those zippers with basically almost no movement of his mouth, he's just like... Strong start. This is number 8. Villain. I've never actually reacted to Villain. I don't think I've ever even really heard Villain beatbox, to be honest. I know the name, but...
Come on. This is not what you used to. Yeah. Yeah. Not what you used to.
Wow, that bass is crazy. Just check I'm recording. Yeah, I am. Just checking. Where does he breathe?
Not what you used to.
Yeah, that like inward-y kind of bass sound that he's doing is wild. Well, let's see who's next up. Rhythmind. A bit unexpected. I mean, this was cool. I think as Shazam and Sin mentioned, I don't know, but I don't want to obviously call anyone out, but it does kind of sound like some of these sounds have more effects on than others. I don't know if that's just the strength of the sounds, or there's certain snares in this that sound really reverby or like gated, but the next sound doesn't, but I don't know. Because automation, I don't think on effects is allowed in these wildcards. You have to just have the same effects throughout.
Beatbox is magic.
Those drums are crazy. Yeah, that snare kind of sounds more reverby than everything else, but that cough snare. Control. Wow! I like this bit actually. I know it's kind of a bit simplistic, but the timing is crazy. That snare! His inward K snare is unbelievable.
6.
I'm kind of surprised to see that. Again, are these in order, or are these just the top 8 in a random order? That would make more sense, because I don't imagine Rhythmind's above Dillit, but... Next. Yes! I love this wildcard so much. And I'm happy to see Dudes back again. I just want to hear just him beatbox more. It's such a beautiful wild. As I say, I've heard this before. This was one of the first ones I reacted to. Take it away. Dude's the god.
When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide. Don't get too close. It's dark inside. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons.
Glad to see some love for Dudes. Such a unique style. So musical.
Yeah. It's where my demons.
It's basically a flawless routine, this. This ending. Beautiful. Who is next? BR. Top 4. Yeah, so they must have been in order, I think. Yeah, I think I didn't necessarily like this as much as other people, but this intro was kind of weird to me, but after this intro it was definitely hard. He seems to keep getting better, I don't know, even though he's been around for so long.
Speak up or shut up.
This live would go crazy. Yeah, I was not sure about this bit. It kind of feels a bit out of time to me, but
Speak up or shut up.
that sound. Like the staticness. Mad. Live GBB event. The crowd would lose their minds to this. Alicia! Yeah, so I did react to Alicia as well. Alicia is one of my favourite beatboxers. That Paint It Black routine from GBB 2019. I don't even need to say any more. If you've heard it, you know. It's crazy. And I did react to this in the last video, which got corrupted. Yay! So I have heard this, but I want to hear this again, because Alicia's so sick. Shout out to Canada.
How I strut like
He's the king of the clops.
how I strut like
The helicopter sounding drop. I mean, I kind of expected Alicia to get in, going this hard. I'm a sucker for those spit snares. He manages to cram so much into this routine. Without making like any mistakes. Bass. So deep. Woo. Up next, Zeka. I'd like to hear this wildcard again, I think, because the first time I heard it, it was quite hard to process everything he was doing. I'm going to be listening.
Hit it with the bass. Hit it with the high. Hit it with the bass.
I don't know how you do that whistle.
Hit it with the face. Hit it with the put it in a bag, sip it, shut it, get that paper, move it.
That snare. So unique. Love that bit. Woo. And before we get to number one, which I think I know who it is from the thumbnail. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of, yeah, it's a matter of personal taste, I think. I don't know whether I like that more than some of the ones that were lower down. Like, I think I like Alicia's more than that. I think I probably like Delip's more than that. But again, some people are going to have a style of beatboxing they like, either like super musical, super technical. Yeah, some people are obviously going to be disappointed if that sort of style is one that's higher up, or if that sort of style's not there, then yeah, I get that. But shout out to Zeka. I mean, super creative use of sounds. Let's see. Number one. Here he is. I'll give my proper thoughts on everything once we've watched all of these.
Running away from the beat of the world.
That inward bass.
Running away from the beat of the world.
Clean.
Running away from the beat of the world.
Yeah, I don't know what that's. It sounds like a lip roll with like an inward bass at the same time, which I've never heard anyone do.
You're skinning away from the rest of the world.
Classic D-Lo sort of sounds.
Running away from the rest of the world.
Anything else? Nope, that's it. Right. That was interesting. Yeah, so I don't normally do this, but yeah, before I did this end bit of the video, I wanted to check out what some other people were saying. I had a look in the comments of the Swissbeatbox actual announcement video, which again were quite a lot of people saying, why is this person here? Why is this person here? Which is to be expected every time there's an announcement. When there's so many wildcards and there's only 8 places, it's tricky. There's always going to be people who are discounted and there's always going to be people who think they should be there. Yeah, I had a look at some other videos around as well. I had a look at Shazam and Sin did a really long video about this. I saw Bizkit talking about it, Hershey, lots of people. The overwhelming thing from that was Zero.
Where's Zero?
Yeah, they put a full listing of all the wildcard placements in the description below the video, and Zero is 10th with vocoder above Zero. Now I know everyone's gonna have their own opinion on stuff, and it's all about personal taste, and I'm not here to bash any of the beatboxers that got in or where anyone placed, because I think all of the wildcards I listened to were all good. They all had qualities about them that I like, and I don't really like kind of saying that, oh, this wildcard was bad. But to me, Zero has to be somewhere in that top 8. Even if you put him 8th, even if you put him 7th, I'd be like, wow, I would have put him higher, but you know, at least he's in. But like top 8, no Zero. To me, Zero was the best. I like Zero's wildcard. I think the best out of all of them. It's the one I remember. A lot of the other wildcards where they kind of all merge into each other, or I couldn't remember specifics from. Zero stood out as like, wow, this is elite level beatboxing. Yeah, and just some weird Rhythmine being placed. Again, I like Rhythmine. I think Rhythmine's a talented beatboxer, but I don't think that wildcard was amazing, to be honest. B-Art. Yeah, B-Art's had good bits, but as some people have said, the build up at the start was kind of weird. There was a part where the flow kind of went strange. There's a drop near the end where the flow kind of went a bit weird.
Oh, again.
But obviously B-Art's super talented, I'm glad he got in. But D-Lo number 1. D-Lo number 1 out of all the wild cards. I'm saying this because I know, you know, D-Lo is probably one of the best beatboxers in the world. If you were ranking beatbox in the world, I'd say D-Lo's, what, top 5? I don't think that wild card necessarily showed the best that he's got, and I think a lot of people agree with that. It doesn't take away anything from D-Lo's ability or talent, but I just don't think that wild card was like showing everything that D-Lo can do. Yeah, and vocoder not being in it, some people were kind of annoyed about. I think that vocoder was a strong wild card, so he probably could have got in. Again, I wasn't really ranking them as I went along, but I'm just kind of doing it on the fly now. Tomazakre 18th, I'm just looking here. PWAD top 30, but no remix top 30. I did just have a look at the Zerpa wildcard just in my own time, and yeah, that was super cool. I'd never heard of that guy, and I think that's the sort of people that I'd like to see place in this top 30, because those are the sort of beatboxers that, you know, need the shine, need the highlighting. Again, I can see why it kind of wasn't in the top 8 especially, but top 30, I mean, Antilt 27th, a lot of people were saying that should have been higher up. Yeah, there's some good names in this top 30 as well. I mean, Nealizer's here, Tomazakre's here. Again, I probably would have put him slightly higher, but I get why, because there were certain parts of it that were a bit kind of not as good as others. Decoy's here, Ziad Sweden's here. Again, Ziad Sweden was one that I reacted to, but unfortunately that video got corrupted. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of people saying a lot of things about it, and again, I don't want to bash Swissbeatbox really or any of the judges. It says here there was Sinjo, Paponi, and Freddie Beats that were the 3 judges, and shout out to all of those guys. And I want to shout out Swissbeatbox obviously for putting this event on, and with all of the wildcards that's submitted, there's so many of them, it's so difficult to compare completely different styles. Like, how do you compare Zero to a Dudes, because they're both beatboxing, but they're both kind of as parallel as humanly possible, or like a Dudes to a Ziad Sweden. Like their styles are totally different, so comparing them is kind of very difficult. It's like two completely different genres of music. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think as a lot of people are just confused. They want to know why everything was placed where it was. I keep saying it, but I'm not here to try and say that, oh, this is a rubbish list, because I think that then detracts from all of the beatboxers who got in, and I'm sure the beatboxers who got in are going to show why they got in and bring it hard in this event. But yeah, I just feel like Zero probably had enough to win without just off that wild card. And obviously I know D-Lo's going to do well. D-Lo could end up even winning the whole thing, but I just don't think that wild card showed everything D-Lo, was capable of, when we've seen him do some of the best routines, some of the most iconic battles in the GBB and all the other events. But yeah, that wild card was just kind of a bit, I don't know, it felt kind of like a freestyle or like a training wild card. Obviously there was some cool bits in it, but maybe it was the case that more judges would have made the decision a bit fairer. I don't know, because with 3 judges, obviously if 2 judges say one thing and then another judge says another thing, then you kind of have to go with the majority, and when there's only 3, it becomes quite difficult to kind of get a consensus of all of those. So I think the way they have it at like GBB events where there's like 4 or 5 or even more judges, I think would have made it maybe a bit fairer. But again, it's all matter of personal taste, and even if you had 5 judges, you still could have had people that like a certain style more than another sort of style. So yeah, it's a tricky one. This is the first time I've ever reacted to like a announcement video. I've seen other announcement videos, like I think I've seen obviously the GBB ones when GBBs happen, and for the most part they've been pretty uncontroversial, I should probably say. But yeah, I saw people saying that Reaps1 was also in the comments saying that he believed that Zero should have got in, as a lot of people are. I think most of the comments here are all talking about Zero, and people are saying that they think Delip shouldn't have been. I get why Delip's in. I think that wild card was super cool. I'm putting him in 8th. I mean, it's fair enough. Alicia, I'm happy Alicia got in. The Zeka wild card I liked. Wasn't necessarily my taste in beatboxing, but that's just kind of personal. Obviously you've seen me react to Zeka before, and Zeka's blown my mind entirely, so I think that was just that wild card didn't really hit that hard for me. But yeah, Remix not even being in the top 30 is surprising to me, because I liked, again, that was one of the wild cards I reacted to in the video that got lost, and that was super clean. I can get why people wouldn't want to place him in the top 8, for example, but you know, top 15, 20, even top 30, still not there. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I didn't watch all the wild cards. I don't have all the criteria, so I'm just kind of going by what I feel. But yeah, it's a weird one. I kind of don't know how to feel after this. Normally, I'm kind of like, I have a definite opinion, but I'm kind of, yeah, my brain's kind of scattered. I'm not sure, but we're gonna react to the kickback battles whenever they're uploaded. I think it's February. We're gonna see who does well in those battles. I'm excited to see those battles. We're going to react to all of them and give our thoughts on it. And I did see Zero talking on the Shazam and Sin video saying that he's kind of not necessarily mad about it, but he's going to try and bring it strong at the GBB, because he got a GBB placement, I think, by winning the online event. So if I can see Zero not making this kickback battle wildcard, then going in the GBB and then winning the entire thing, I can see that as a possibility happening. The Zero D-Lo matchup, I think everyone wants to see, or at least I want to see. There's going to be some really, really strong people at that GBB event. And obviously the wildcards, I think I heard Paponi saying on social media, those are going to be April time. So yeah, I'm excited to look forward to those. Yeah, I don't know what else I can really say now. I think I've talked enough now. I still don't really have a definite opinion, but again, I can't really say the judges were wrong necessarily, because what is right judgment? It's all like subjective. Everyone's going to have their own opinion on it, but to me, I think the one big standout omission is Zero, and some of the other placements, you know, I can kind of get over, but that Zero one, not even top 8, just scraping in the top 10. I mean, well, I hope you enjoyed this reaction nonetheless. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the judging. I've tried my best not to hate too much on the event, because it's not really what I'm about, but I do want to keep it honest, because that's just how I feel. As a lot of people are, they're just kind of a bit surprised. So let's see the event and see, hopefully everyone brings it in a month or so. I'm excited to see those, and yeah, drop a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and let me know now in the comments what you want me to react to now these are over. I might go back to some of the Florida beatbox events. Also, if there's anything else that's come out or has been out a while, let me know in the comments, and we'll get some more reactions done. But yeah, I think that's about it. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace.